How did this time come around where you guys were working together?
You want to talk? Oh, that's me.
I'll let you go.
Well,
I think the world just missed her. I think that's all I have to say.
he's a studier of music. I believe if you want to be great, you have to be a student of music, and he is that. You know, he's a teacher now, but go ahead. He's a teacher now, but he's always studied music and a sincere love of the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
And so when we did On and On, he was the one that came up with the melody and made it cool where it didn't feel dated. I worked very closely with Tim. Tim is one of those people that I always thought got me. But I said if it would be anybody else that I would work with as a producer would be P, because that's the only other person that I think could get me.
Pusha calls him Gandhi.
You guys are funny.
Yeah, he's that, and but that's a good thing, because people think as artists that we're not subject to having a down day or being sad or any of those things. I remember being that kid seeing, look, you got the fly whip. People will always respect, but you won't be hot all the time.
Well, it must have been really inspirational or inspiring for you and put like a new batter in your back after the Super Bowl.
Yes. Well, the funny thing is, before the Super Bowl, P hit me about doing the BET Awards with him. Then P hit me like, what you doing? And he was like, I want to get in with you. And who says I'm busy? I'm booked. I'm booked vacuuming my floor right now. So I'm like, yeah, cool. And I came out here. I said this in another interview. You rarely run into people like Pharrell.
True.
He was dealing with his own situation, and instead of him absorbing all of that and feeling like, pity on himself, he was still trying to keep me uplifted in that moment. He started spitting his verse. I was like, oh, it's a done deal. It's a done deal.
And it worked out.
Yes.
But I have to say, that was a crazy time for me. And you have no idea, like, you being there just gave me more reason to be more of myself versus deflating and being a lesser version of myself. It made me want to be more of myself, and I wouldn't have never made that beat for not only anybody else. I wouldn't have made that beat for me. That's the energy that you were just giving off. Like, you just, just like On and On. I would have never made that because I love that beat, but I would have never been able to make that for anybody else.